Okay, hello and good morning. I have a new microphone today, so I'm just going to check and see if this is actually working. Let's see, I can't, there we go. And it doesn't seem to be working. What the hell? Let me see once more. God damn it. Always with the new equipment, always something wrong. Why isn't, or is it just my low volume? Oh wait, sorry, I think I'm connected to, yeah, sorry, I'm connected to my, no, I'm not. Oh, output. Live app, okay, I guess, oh, should I try Ecamm live app audio? Okay, let me, oh, there we are. Okay, it's working. Okay, anyways, let's get going. Cool. I just had to test that it was working. Yes, so what are we going to do? Let's draw this up first. Let's see. So Excalidraw is this amazing tool. And I use it a ton when I do stuff for Code Sandbox. Visualizing like architecture and implementations and all that stuff. The problem with Excalidraw is that it's tied to your local storage. So you can, even though you can embed Excalidraw in Notion, which we use for like documentation and stuff, you can't persist it across users. And I try to do this hack where you like start a collaborative mode, which kind of gives you a URL, but it doesn't work. So what I want to do is Excalidraw is actually also an npm package, npm. And what I want to do is to create an app, and this is going to be open source so that you can just install it. Well, not install it, but you can fork it, change the Firebase config, and then you can deploy it to your own Firebase. And then your company can use it inside Notion as well. And the way this is going to work is that we're going to just use Excalidraw, and this is going to be the whole app, but we're going to tie it to Firebase, which means that we're going to use Firebase for, let's move you down a little bit. Oops. We're going to use Firebase for authentication, and we're going to use Firebase for storage. And the authentication we're going to use is, we're going to use like Google, because at Code Sandbox we use Google. And the cool thing about that is that you have this permission schema inside Firebase. So if I remember correctly, and this is where everything can fail, but I'm very confident that this will work, is that we need to ensure that only people at Code Sandbox can look at these Excalidraws. But there is this really cool thing where we can say like / or something, which means like the root, or maybe even something like this. And then it's like .read, and we can now say auth.email, like ends, something like this, ends with Code Sandbox IO. Something, okay, so this is a little bit pseudo, but that's the thing. So what this means is that when we log into Notion, we are already authenticated with Google on Code Sandbox IO, which means that when we try to embed this app where we're also authenticated with Google, we are like already signed in, and since the contents of Firebase only allows emails that ends with codesandbox.io, and the only way you can log in is with Google, that should give us this authentication link. And then we can safely just store. We're just going to sync the state of Excalidraw into Firebase. That's the idea. Cool. So we need a new repo for this. And I think we're going to, since this is for Code Sandbox, let's create it inside Code Sandbox. New Excalidraw Firebase. And let's make it public. Firebase service, sync your company, Gmail. To persisted Excalidraw, something like that. So the only thing that you would need to do to make it work on your company, if they have Gmail, is to change the Firebase settings, because you need your own Firebase instance, and then you just change the, like, you don't use codesandbox.io, you would use your company. Add git ignore, choose a license, I don't know, MIT probably. So what are you? Why can't I create a repository? Oh, don't I have access to create repositories? What the hell? GitHub. Are you serious? Why can't I create a repo? And there's no information. Okay, what if I change my mind? What? Oh, I haven't. Oh, this is bad. GitHub, this is bad. This is not accessible. Do I have to choose like... Oh, wow. That was a bad experience. Okay, I'm not saying I'm any better. Like, we have tons of problems at Code Sandbox, so yeah, it's not to say that we're better, but just point out that wasn't a good experience. Anyways, let's create a repo, and we're actually going to use Vite from Vue. Well, I guess it's wrong to say Vue. Well, Vue is more of an organization now. We're going to use Vite for this. And by the way, are there any like comments? Where are the comments? Yeah, thanks for, yeah, I think it's a good initiative. It started with me writing a suggestion on how Excalidraw can create a hook for different services to like get the state using like iframe post message, like so they can get the state of Excalidraw through an embed. And in that mode, Excalidraw won't store it to local storage. It would just pass messages on between the iframe and its parent. And then it was really some security suggestions there. But yeah, they aren't going to do that, at least not now. So, but that led me to this idea. So that's the thing. Like when you suggest something and it doesn't go through, never like that's something I've learned. Like becoming a grown-up with like life experience is that when people reject your ideas, they typically lead to something even better. That happens more often than not, actually. Anyways, by the way, I have a new microphone now, and just that, like the size of it, I love it. And it's supposed to be super awesome, but I haven't done anything special to configure it yet. So I hope it's okay, but I might make some adjustments. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, we have to get going because I have a lot of stuff I actually should be doing today, but I just can't help myself. We have to... Did I copy it? There we go. Dev, git clone. And then I wonder, Excalidraw Firebase, because I have npm create Vue.js app, and I wonder, because what I want to do Okay, I'm going to try something. Oops. I want to. Where is it? Vit.dev. Oh my god. Vit.js.dev. Guide. I wonder how do I install the app? How do I install it in the current directory? Can I just use dot, for example? Oh, npm init. Oh, it's init. I want it in the current directory. But maybe I can give it the same directory name. Okay, we just have to try this. Let's first try to do it in the same directory. npm init vit.js app. Let's see what happens now. Remove existing files and continue. Okay, I guess so. And we want this to be React. Yeah, nice, that worked with the dot. npm install. By the way, Vite is awesome. Just being able to run this command and just get going, it's freaking awesome. Let's see, what files do... Oh yeah, I have to open the folder. Oh yeah, so this will probably close down again. Development, Excalidraw Firebase. And I have a shortcut now to open my terminal, which I'm super happy about. Let's see, localhost. Okay, there we go, we have it running. Now the thing is, did it remove my README file? And it removed my license. That's not good. Why can't it just add itself to the Excalidraw Firebase? Anyways, I don't care about that license, at least not for now. Okay, so we have that, but let's install Excalidraw. And we also need to install Firebase, and I can't remember exactly how that works, so we'll just... okay, so it's just Firebase. Does npm store to... Yeah, nice, it automatically stores to dependencies, that's good. We're kind of going to hack this together a little bit. But let me go to the Firebase. Is it like console.firebase? Yes. Let me create a new app. Excalidraw. Continue. Yeah, no, not Google Analytics. So I've been using Firebase a lot. I really enjoy it. It's like a epic experience, really. And I feel empowered when I'm using it. Just look at all the animations. You feel so empowered. Okay, cool. So we're going to add some authentication here. Get started. And we are going to... One thing I don't like about Firebase is how they do typing. They have some really weird stuff there. Okay. There we go. Now we have Google authentication, nice, and we need... Yeah, so I guess we should have like a Firestore here, not the real-time database. We don't really care about the real-time because that's kind of integrated into Excalidraw anyways. And Firestore does have like real-time capabilities. I have a feeling that Firestore is the thing that's like real-time database 2.0, kinda. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it doesn't really matter for our scope what we use. It is kind of interesting though. Like if you open the same project, we could like update the state. No, let's just do this. And we'll just go straight to production mode. And we are going to put it in Europe. That's where most people live who works at Code Sandbox at the moment. Provisioning. Well, am I streaming myself? Yeah. Where are we? There we are. Setting up security. Yeah, that's what it's called. Security rules. And I think we should just try that first. And we can start a collection. What should we call it? What do they call it in Excalidraw? Is it like collection ID Excalidraws? Is that a term? Could just call it data. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just call it Excalidraws. Oh yeah, we're not going. Okay, we don't actually have to add it. But let's look at the rules. We have to check this first if we can actually do what I wanted to do. So allow if. How was this? Auth dot if. Okay, we have to read the documentation. Security rules. If condition. Allow if, oh, it's request. I think they have like autocomplete there. Yeah, request auth. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we have to do something more here. Damn it. We actually have to store. We can fix this, but it's a little bit more complicated. We have to store the email. Let's see. Firebase security rule access user email. User. Oh, okay. No, it's there. It's actually there. That's kind of funny. Token email. Here we are. And then can we like ends with? Like includes, like not includes. We can't do that, but like ends with. Let's say Firebase security rules ends with. Dot validate. New data has. Oh yeah, that's something else. Do they only have like? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we get it for free. We get it for free. That's amazing. Allow read write of matches code sandbox IO. Boom. What are you yelling about? What? Oh, god damn it. Is it match dot read rules? Oh god damn it. Oh, this isn't this is maybe this is real-time database. Is it? Why is this? Oh god damn it. This is so annoying. Why is this complaining? Do I like have to put it in this kind of thing? Why aren't you giving me any? Oh god damn it. This is so annoying. I don't understand this. Do they have an example here? If and request.auth matches. Maybe they don't have. Do they have matches? Oh god damn it. Firestore security rule matches. Data validation. Access other documents. Oh, interesting. Exists, get, custom functions. Wow. Seriously? Custom functions. But does that mean but this is tied to the do they have a matches? This is a reason to use a real-time database if they don't have any. Oh my god, I can't believe we're spending all our time figuring this out. Does anyone know? Does anyone know how to write a match? I want to match on the... Wait, get, exists. Value matches. Where's our security rules conditional matches? I can't believe this. I can't believe we can't figure this out. This is just insane. This makes me so upset. There has to be a way to do the same thing here as we did in hierarchical data, overlapping match statements, custom security rules, data validation. Okay, fuck this. I'm using the real-time database. I don't have time for this shit. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Let's use a real-time database instead. I can't believe that. Beta? Are you kidding me? I need this to be in Europe. Oh, okay. Let's try it once more. Firebase, Firestore, security rule. Regexp. Oh. But here they have... Oh, do we have to do val? If request auth token email val matches. Match. Oh, here we go. Match. What was it? Match. Okay. Do they have an example? Firestore value match. I can't. Are they serious about this? Firestore security rules. I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. Are they serious? There's no error message. Oh, unexpected. We won't get past this today. Contains. I can't use contains because it needs to end with. But what is the signature of match? Okay, this is really upsetting. We were supposed to... I was actually hoping to get this running today, and we're fucking stuck on Firestore security rules. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And this is development. This happens every single time. Building stuff is no problem. It's all the quirks of the freaking environment. That's what's preventing you from building stuff. And this is what we're trying to fix at Code Sandbox. So, but there isn't any documentation on this. Security rules API. Deploying rules, testing rules. But what's this reference? Do they say anything? Math? This doesn't tell me anything. If they have a match in there, there has to be some documentation on actually how to use that. So this is UID. I don't think we're supposed to use val here. I've never seen that. Maybe it is like match. Path segment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so match is, of course. Oh, okay. I guess this is pretty simple stuff. This is just like doing that thing. But can you do? I can't imagine you can do like this. Yeah, no, it's no. This is just, it just picks up the keyword wherever you put it. So yeah, so this is just, it's not like I'm having way too high expectations on this. But there has to be some way to match regexp. But this is Firebase security rules regex. Answer is in the link below. In the link. What link below? Is it matches? Oh, and then you just use a string? Okay. So matches. Is this how it works? Okay. I guess so. We can actually test it. Rules playground. Authenticated. Google path to resource 1, 2, 3. Firebase UID 1, 2, 3. Test at code sandbox IO. Run. That's cool, but if I do like gmail.com, then I can't get it. Okay, great, we fixed it. I can't believe it. That took forever. Can you imagine how much time we spent doing that? There was absolutely no documentation on this. That was just insane. Okay, so let's develop the thing. Let's get into some code. Did I install Firebase? Yes. Okay, so import from Firebase. Is Vite happy about this? Oh, isn't it running? Cool. It looks happy. So we need to, let's see, Firebase docs. Register your app, add fire and initialize, blah blah blah. Okay. And then you want to use, these are the things I want to use. And then we need to get our, how do we do this again? It's project overview, I think. No. Web. Oh. I want Excalidraw, register app. And we need we're just going to use Firebase hosting for this. Whatever. To host, oh, let's install Firebase tools. Can I just do this, or do I have to use sudo for this? Yeah, and then we have Firebase login, Firebase init. But where's the okay, cool. Firebase login. No, they're tracking everything. I guess we can use. Well, I'm creating this on this account. Yeah. Blah blah blah. That's cute. Woohoo. And then it was Firebase init. What's this? Oh, database configure a real-time Firestore deploy rules. Ugh. Not cloud hosting. I guess that's it. Use an existing project. Excalidraw. Elbow screen, yeah, Firestore rules, whatever. Rewrite all URLs to yes. No. Okay, cool. So we should have something running here, and we now just have to tell, let's see, we have to tell Vite when we build that we want to build to the public directory. Getting started, features, or building for production. Public base path. When it's done, we build command by default, it uses root index as the build entry point and produces that. And that is where does it put it? I don't want to know where it puts it. Okay, let's just run it and see what happens. Oh, it puts it in dist. Okay, but then we can rather say destination dist. I think that's enough. Okay, let's try that. And then we can do like Firebase. Is it Firebase deploy? Yeah, deploy. Now I think it's going to use the dist folder to actually add the stuff. Let's see now. Open. And there it's running. Awesome. Sweet. That's really good. Okay, now we can get to the fun stuff. So we have Firebase here, but I actually want to continue to console. So I have one app. I need the, where is the, Oh, config, there we are. So what I'm thinking here is that I believe it's supporting JSON. So we have Firebase config.json, and we can just do this. Can we automatically format this, please? Thank you. And so we'll pick that up. Import config from Firebase config JSON, and then we do the Firebase thing. Blah blah blah. How do I? Yeah, initialize. We'll just do this here. Firebase initialize app config. That should be good. And now we should be able to do stuff. Authentication. That's the first thing we need. Authentication. Web sign in. Let's see. Google sign in. Okay. Let's just remove all this stuff. It's we have a 3-month-year-old, and he just woke up. Let's see. How are we going to do this? We're not going to build like a fancy API, and I think we're just going to throw everything into this single component just for now. So what we need to do is we need some state here, and we're just going to use like a use reducer for this, and we're going to have some, the way I like to do it, unauthenticated, and we have some state, and we have an action. So let's type that quickly. I'm going to call it context here instead of state. It's just how I think about it. So that is unauthenticated, or we'll push through until 10, and then we'll see where we are at. Authenticated or unauthenticated might actually have an error. And then we have type action. Type would be authenticate. Yeah, let's use this React States library I built. React States. I really want to play around with it. Let's see. So we're going to use the transition. And then we just have to give context and action. Cool. So we have authenticate, and then we have authenticate success, which should give us a user, and that will be a Firebase user. Or we have authenticate error, which will hold an error string. So cool. And now it requires us to have unauthenticated, authenticating, and authenticated. Cool. So when we're unauthenticated, we will deal with the authenticate action, which moves us into authenticating. If we get a success, we are going to change into authenticated, where we have the Firebase user. So we'll get the user here. This is from the action, and then we'll change into the new authenticated state where we insert that user. But we might get an error, and that will be error, where we get the error. And then we'll move into unauthenticated, but we'll also add the error. Cool. So that's it. And now let's implement use effect. We're going to use the exec thingy. Where the context drives these effects. So when we are authenticating, this is when we actually want to start the sign-in flow with Firebase. Yeah, I don't need any scope. Language code, don't care about this stuff. Yes. Sign in with pop-up. Let's do that. Okay, provider, Firebase, auth. I think we can do this a little bit better. Let's just create a function up here. Sign in Google. Return. It's just a little bit nicer. So what we can do is sign in Google, and then we have result. Yeah, whatever. What we rather want to do here is dispatch a success with the user, and oh, isn't that the user? It's oh, there might not be a user there. Why? I just signed in. There has to be a user there. Okay. If user, we'll call it an error if we don't have the user. Authentication error, and the error should be no authenticated but no user. So we don't think about that as actually being authenticated. There we have the user. Let's see, and here we'll actually dispatch, and then we'll just grab the error message. Is there an error message? I guess so. Okay, cool. So now let's do like h1 context.state, just see if we actually get the different states. And then I think, if I remember correctly, in authentication we have, oh, localhost is there. Okay, cool. Is it running? No. So we're oh, we need a button to actually start authenticating. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, we're going to use this, what did I call it? Transform context. So when we are unauthenticated, we're going to render this button sign in, on click, dispatch, authenticate. And if we are authenticating, we're going to say loading or authenticating. And when we are authenticated, we're actually going to Excalidraw. And like, it depends on if we are on, we need a router here and stuff. But let's see. Okay, sign in, authenticating. And let's do code sandbox here. And it worked. That's awesome. Okay, so now let's, how is this going to work? Because when we're on the root, we are going to, we are basically, should we redirect you? If you are on the root, should we redirect you to like a new one? I guess, well, maybe you want to get like a list of all the Excalidraws where you can like delete them and stuff. Okay, so let's get a router in here. How should that work? What was it called, the new router I've been using? What's it called? I keep forgetting. JS TypeScript router. course, I only get React router. Simple router. I can't remember. So you have like page.js, which I really like, but it doesn't have. What was the name of it? I think maybe I can find it there. State machine. Do I have it here? No, I don't have it here, I think. Oh, god damn it. What was the name of it? Shit. JS routers, simple routers. Like, it's impossible for me to find it. TypeScript, simple routers. Wait a minute. If we go to GitHub, I have this refactor. I think we have it here. TypeScript, bubble, ESLint. Navigo is it? That's the thing. npm install Navigo. Navigo. JavaScript. There we go. I really like this one. So let's npm run dev. Let's import. Okay, so this is the authentication, right? So I think actually we're just going to put authentication in the front. And then when you are authenticated, that's actually when we fire up the router and everything. What's this? So this is not like the app, this is more like the auth. And then we actually go in and render the app. So let's oh, this is probably going to break stuff, but I don't care. No main auth. Cool. Yes, and then we actually need the app. Let's see. Of course, we don't need this stuff. We don't. Well, we do need Firebase, but we can do this, I think. Yes. And this is going to have a different context. This is going to have it's either like a list or like, let's call it dashboard, Excalidraw, but it's going to be Excalidraw loading and Excalidraw loaded. And I think we'll actually put like an explicit Excalidraw error here. Yeah, and we need more stuff. We actually need dashboard. Let's call it dashboard loading. And no, wait, we need to split this stuff up even more. This isn't going to be app. This is going to be the router. Let's see, new file router tsx. Why did you go there? I want you to be... Oh, it is there. Okay. So I want this to go to the router. So let's import. Yeah, and I like to export. I don't like to use default. I like to use export const auth equals this stuff. This is how I like to write it. And then we'll need to update this again because now it's off. What are you complaining about? Yeah, router. Export router, const router equals, and now we have to import Navigo from Navigo. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to type a context for it, and this context is going to be either we are on the dashboard or we are on an actual Excalidraw. So it's a very simple router, but we actually need it. And the way this is going to work is that we are going to use context and dispatch again, use reducer. And the context here is context, and then we have a very simple actions where we do open dashboard and type open Excalidraw, but this needs to have like an ID to the Excalidraw, and then we have action, and let's do like transition context action. So when we go to the dashboard, on the dashboard, you are allowed to open an Excalidraw. Let's see. Yeah, so state Excalidraw. This also needs the actual ID. Oops. String. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Oh, I just really want to push through this. So we open an Excalidraw and we give it the ID. Then we have Excalidraw. You're allowed to move back to the dashboard. State dashboard. Why are you complaining? Oh yeah, we need an initial state. State dashboard. Let's see. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting because we will have this. We actually have a different state there as well, and it's kind of when the router initializes, because we're going to initialize the router on use effect, which means that let's see, let's call it initializing. And when it's initializing, we can actually move to open Excalidraw, and we can open the dashboard. And we could also say when we have an Excalidraw, we can actually open an Excalidraw. But we can actually move this to, we don't have to define it there. We can say open Excalidraw, and then we'll say this is going to pick action. Open Excalidraw. this shouldn't be peak action, it should be action. Can't you find it? This is supposed to be from here. Didn't I publish that? Oh, I did add it. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't I publish it? React states, package JSON 110. Yeah, big action. Did I forget to build it? npm react states. Anyways, react states. Yeah, I didn't publish it. That's great. Let's see. Let's publish that. That's embarrassing. Whatever. Git pull npm publish. Now, where did it go? Where did our Excalidraw Firebase go? Okay, so let's do another install here. We need React states 110. Now we should have pick action here. Yep, and we do. Okay, so now we can just say open Excalidraw, open Excalidraw. A little bit unsure why it's so. Why is it complaining? Oh. Yeah, that's something that's a little bit annoying with TypeScript, is that when you do this kind of typing, it doesn't understand that this is constants. But yeah, let's just do that for now, and then we'll do the same here, const. And we'll have to do the same here as const. Okay, cool. So when we are initializing, we are allowed to open a dashboard or an Excalidraw, and then we have the actual dashboard. So what we're going to do now is we need this router. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that. We need this router, and it is okay. Let's fire up the router first. Use effect, and this is never going to go away really. Where's the Navigo API? Okay, that's the router. Router on slash, and we'll dispatch type open dashboard, and then we have router.resolve. The thing is, we want to access this router from a different effect as well. That's the thing. So we might have to like do a use ref here instead. I think we have to do that. But then we kind of create, okay, I think use ref. Can this take a function? Because I only want to create a Navigo once. I don't want to keep creating it every time. Initial value. Or is there a different hook for just creating a value once? I can do use memo. Oh, interesting. I can click it. It's supposed to be like a returns a memoized value. But that's basically what I want. Okay, let's use memo instead. And then I actually get the new Navigo. Why are you complaining? Oh yeah. So this should like never change. And then we rather set up the router on the use effect. We resolve it, and we also need Excalidraw, let's see, ID. And then I think we get something called like, I think it's called context here as well. No, it's match. Anyways, how do I do? Don't they have selling points? There, documentation. Parameterized ID. So we get data and yeah, data ID. So this would be open Excalidraw ID, data ID. Yeah, can I like say that I actually do get this? How do they type that? That's interesting. Can I say ID string? No, then that doesn't match, right? Property, and then match. It's missing in type map, but required. Yeah, exactly. I kind of have to do this. I have to say that I know that I have some data there now. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't like that typing. I wonder. Yeah, anyways, let's just do that for now. And then we resolve the router, which means that it does a dispatch. And then we are going to actually start doing something here. So we are basically going to say transform context. So when we have initializing, we just say initializing. And when we have the dashboard, we're going to render the dashboard. Dashboard. And then when we have Excalidraw, we are going to render an Excalidraw. And here we actually have the ID, so we can say ID. Cool. This is, I really like the way this works. React states thing. It's like super duper clean. Anyways, so what we need to do, we need another effect here, because we have to do, so whenever the state, so what this does is just changing the state, right? We're not actually changing the URL. So we have to, we can do exec context. So whenever it moves to dashboard, yeah, how will this work? Will this actually, yeah, I don't think we actually want to resolve here, because we're actually doing that here, meaning that if we change to dashboard, it means that we want to say router navigate here, And if we are going to Excalidraw, it means we have an ID, and we want to say router navigate ID. So what happens here is that when we fire this up, we create a router, and then we are initializing. So that's what's going to render. But then this use effect fires up, it registers the routes, and then this effect will run, which then checks the context. Yeah, and I guess if we are initializing, oh, sorry, how will this work? Maybe we could like, how will this work? So we have the router, we're initializing, and yeah, wait a minute. So when we are initializing, we want to say router resolve. Oh. Yeah. So we're initializing the router, and then the first use effect. So the thing here is that we could probably resolve the router already here. But then we would have to initializing. We would have to. I don't like the way the logic would then run, because then you would kind of resolve there and you would figure out, okay, what page am I on now? You kind of want this to be reactive. So we're just initializing, and then kind of silly to even have the text there, because this happens like insanely fast. So the point is, when we are initializing, we are going to resolve the route, which then will trigger a dispatch, which changes the state here, and then that will trigger use effect, which now, yeah, no, this is, how do I want it? What do I want to drive? Do I want a state change to drive the router? This is going to cause circular dependency and a circular execution. I'm thinking about this the wrong way. What do I want? Do I want the router to drive the state changes? Or do I want the state to drive the routes? Okay, so this is the interesting thing. I think we had this talk with Cerebral Router once, because you yeah, no, I don't think we actually need this. Router.resolve. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we don't need that other thing. Sorry, I'm thinking about it the wrong way. So what happens now is that we start initializing, and then on the first use effect, we register the routes, and then we resolve. And that will resolve to either this one or this one. And that opens the dashboard, and then we have the dashboard there, or Excalidraw. And then if you were to like navigate somehow here, it would just cause like a new dispatch and change these states. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we need a dashboard, and we need the actual Excalidraw. So let's just copy. What's it complaining about? What happened here? Oh, dashboard. Oh, what did I do here? Unauthenticated. Oh my god, I messed this whole thing up. Authenticating. Authenticated. I forgot to revert that. There we go. And then this is going to be the router. There we go. So we have the, let's see, let's grab some stuff from the router. Dashboard, export cons, dashboard. Hello, dashboard. Cool. Now we're going to do the same here. Export cons, Excalidraw equals h1 hello Excalidraw. I really want to get this working. I should probably let's see, Alex. Still no. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I probably should stop now. Oh, I really want to get this running though, but it's going to take a little bit more time. Let's see, Excalidraw takes an ID. But yeah, we can check if it actually works first. Oh. Do I have to sign in again? And then if I do 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's interesting. Why do I have to sign in there? Oh, I'm not checking the... Yeah, we have to fix that. Yeah, hello Excalidraw. Okay, cool, that's working. Of course, the auth should... So when we are unauthenticated, yeah, so we actually start... Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, we have to change this. I forgot about that. So authenticating is when we check if you already are authenticated. And this is not authenticating. This is actually signing in. So we have different states here. So it actually starts in authenticating. This is where we check if we actually have a user. Then we have signing in. And it's called sign in success and sign in error. That's the proper way to do it, because now, let's see, it starts in authenticating, and we have sign in success, sign in error, and I guess we are missing one thing, signing in. Those should be here, and this is like where we actually start. It's authenticating, which might move into might actually be a sign-in success. Let's just duplicate that for now. Yes, so we have authenticating, but this should not be that logic. It should be signing in, should be that logic. And then this is sign in success, sign in error. And now we need another thing. This is authenticating. Where is it? Oh, we have it. Sorry. This would be Firebase on auth changed. Auth on auth change. Where the hell is this? Aren't there any? Oh yeah, on auth state changed. It's kind of a silly thing. What does this return? Yeah, this returns an unsubscribe. So this is nice. We can actually, well, do we actually want to remove it when we between states? I don't think we do. Okay, cool. So the point here is that when we're authenticating, we are firing up this on auth state change, and this gives us the user. If user, we can dispatch type sign in success with the user. And we don't really have, we're not saying like signed out now. We definitely need that as well. But what this should help us with is when we refresh now, you see we sign directly in, right? That's nice. Cool. Okay, I'll have to stop the stream now. But yeah, I don't think I have time to work on this in the evening. But maybe that's a good thing. We can finish this on Monday. I don't have time, I think. Or maybe I do. We start at, yeah, I think I have time on Monday. We have like an hour on Monday morning. And that's when we're actually going to implement Excalidraw and start saving stuff. And then it's done. We're going to deploy it and then it's done. Like we just need to sync that stuff. So this is awesome. We got a lot of stuff done. But yeah, sorry about getting stuck in security rules and stuff. That was super annoying. But yeah, oh, sorry. I didn't giving you the remix. Oh, sorry. I didn't really. I'm having a hard time following comments because I'm not able to put them on the screen. I wonder if I got this pro version now of. Maybe it's possible for me to like put the comments on the screen somehow. I don't know. So sorry for not answering. I wonder if you could just deploy Irish rules so that during the deployment it will fail. I'm not quite sure what you meant there, but there is a simulator we tried. Maybe you asked this before the simulator. Oh yeah, Remix. I haven't tried Remix. And yeah, I could probably have used a framework for this to move even faster. But yeah, I like the low level tools like building, having my own router and stuff, because it just gives more flexibility. And I don't want to spend time reading documentation. I just want to get stuff running. And it's just more fun to think about how does routing actually work? How do I want to do that? And the same for other stuff as well. Like it's just nice it's good exercise. It's a good exercise. That's what I mean. Anyways, I'll talk to you on Monday. It's going to be exciting because then we're actually going to get this running, which is going to be a ton of fun. Cool. Bye for now.